As Cop25, the International Climate Change Conference organized by the United Nations, is going full swing in Madrid, ambassadors of Chile and Spain to India share with MIG TV their expectations from the conference and the steps taken by the nations to curb emissions. The ambassador of European Union adds that the European Union, already leader in the climate change battle, has committed to even more action and money to save the climate.
All coming together, starting from the proposition that we need to act now, and we need to take concrete actions. So the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, was yesterday in Parliament. She addressed the Parliament, she presented her views when it comes to the program for the next 5 years, and I'm sure you've heard loud and clear that the priority is on fight against climate change. So she's proposing a new Green Deal, whereby Europe as a continent will be climate neutral by 2050. We want to contribute substantially, and we also want our partners to contribute. We recognize the needs, obviously, of developing countries, of the south of the world. We want to help, and we are helping. But it's also indispensable that we all come together. We set ambitious targets, we fulfill them, and we help the south of the world not to be left behind.
We believe in the urgency of taking measures in order to reduce the impact of climate change in the world. And that's our main purpose. We are suffering the effects as everybody else is suffering the effects. But we are not going to have a leading role in the conversation in Madrid, because we are under the umbrella of the European Union. And the European Union will lead the voice. We have only one voice in the COP. But we are going to push as much as we can in order to reach agreements that will help humanity as such. No?
Climate is a very sensitive and political issue. The Chilean president will try to find consensus on that. We understand the visions of different groups of countries, their own particularities, their own needs and their own requirements. But again, the task of the presidency is to reach a common view, common basis on that. We acknowledge that finance is very important for some countries to implement public policies, and that there are some accountabilities also demanded by other groups of countries. We understand that, and we will try our best to reach a consensus on that sensitive area. There is no direct references in the Paris Agreement to oceans, and there is a direct relationship between the quality, the health of the oceans and climate change. One affects the other and vice versa. The ocean has very much influence on what is going on the climate. It's a regulator of climate. It's a tool for capture carbon, but also can be very much affected by changes in climate change. We are thinking about acidification of ocean, changes in temperatures, pollution from microplastics. Everything is affecting fish stocks, and of course can also affect people living in the coastal areas. So all of this must be addressed, and we are trying to make a blue COP, in the sense that we need to raise awareness between climate change and health of the ocean.
The figures today, Europe is already on the good direction. Overall, our emissions have significantly decreased. So I think we are getting there. We want to be even more ambitious, but I think what we have done so far is not negligible.
I think that they have to come for some conclusion about the Paris Agreement, because as on the other desk, means other side of the desk, we couldn't see much more things are happening. So my expectation, there has to be some fruitful, at least one object needs to get satisfied.
We have taken the decision, for example, to reduce our greenhouse emissions by 20% by 2030, and have 75% of our energy out of renewables also by 2030. So we have a target and a commitment on this sense.